He thinks they should wait till it is a 19-0 streak and then have Cena challenge him, end the streak, bury Taker alive, and turn Cena heel.
I like it. Cena needs a heel change. We spoke about this last week. He needs a heel change. His character is just, it's stale. It's stale, and the fans, you know, when that music hits. I think the only time we marked out for Cena was the Rumble return there last year, and because of the genuine surprise factor. But yeah, he needs a bit of a rehaul. I think Punk was going that way as well, and I'm happy for him that he's got the Straight Edge Society thing, and likewise with Batista. He was getting pretty stale too, and they can do things like, you know, they can revamp Shelton, I think, as well, and put a new spin on what he has. You know, it doesn't take much, just a little bit of time.
John Cena is taking on Batista in another of the big main events. At the moment, it's kind of hard to figure out which is going to be the last match. I've got to assume it's going to be Shawn Michaels versus Undertaker. I guess its placement on the card on the night will say a lot about what's to happen. Certainly if we see Cena Batista higher up that totem pole with those three main events going on, and perhaps it's an indication that Cena is going to, well, take that belt from Batista. But certainly with Batista only having that belt now for a short time, why are you going to take it off him so quickly? I predict that perhaps we're going to look at some kind of finish that we're not happy with, perhaps a non-definitive finish. Certainly can't see somebody in that combination taking that 1-2-3 job at the Wrestlemania coming up.
Yeah, my feelings on it kind of mixed. Will be interesting to see the headline slot. Apparently it'll be Edge and Jericho being the main slot. I don't know if that's a good idea, but I think it's early for me to start my predictions for this one, but I think that Batista will retain, and that will be third from the top on the card. Then Taker, Michaels. I think Taker will go over, and then I think Edge will come out on top and let the people go home happy.
Absolutely. Edge would be a great person to end WrestleMania, perhaps on top, and taking that belt from that heel we love to hate, Chris Jericho. And certainly seeing how Chris Jericho is being used right now, with him standing over Edge at the end of this Friday night Smackdown, certainly gave an indicator that perhaps in the weeks to follow we might eventually end up with an Edge win. Certainly it always seems like when they start putting those guys over, when they start making them look dominating, it's always that swerve that they're trying to make you think that guy is going to win, but in the end it appears different. More of the comments that are coming in here, and amazingly Davey said Chris Jericho should defeat Edge. There is nobody better than Chris Jericho at the moment. Gotta say I agree on that.
Yeah, I 100% agree. He's just hands down brilliant, and even on NXT, he's over and back to the commentary booth was very, very funny, I have to admit. Yeah, he's an all-rounder. Funny, cuts up some of the best promo work ever, in my opinion, and great to watch, carries the belt well, and a true heel, to just, you know, really, really, really nails it. And yeah, I'd love to see Jericho retain the title, but I think Edge might get in there.
Certainly continuing here on Wrestledope with more of our live chatters' comments. Travis Jackson, the user, says, what makes these guys experts? Well, we certainly never said that we were experts. All we are two fans giving opinions, and certainly if you like it, you can listen. If not, well, you know. Anyway, more opinions here, and what can we say? Let's go back to some of the other comments. Sharpshooter HBH. Miz needs to be solo. He is champ material.
Absolutely, 100% agree with you. I mean, even the unified tag title situation is, in a sense, horrific. I don't know why it's taken so long for them to decide what the hell is going on with that whole thing, and they need to start developing a proper tag division and stop having these mishmash team of things with like your R-Truth and Morrison and even Primo and Carlito, although they have the whole brothers Carlone thing going on. You know, I mean, Carlito is another one who's so underused. But getting back to Miz, he needs to be in serious singles action, because that's where he shines. He's after coming tenfold with those promos, and I mean, someone like him who has those mic skills, and he's good to watch, and he can really get heat from the crowd, and as a good US champ, I think he carries it well. But yeah, get him away from show. I'm 100% with you on that one. Yeah,
absolutely, and thank you very much for the comment. Yes, of course, we mentioned Miz, and his role on NXT is now, well, getting a lot more attention. He is an ex-reality star, and certainly putting him on a sort of reality show, because I still think it's a work. I mean, you've got those sort of interview and packages kind of introducing the character that are very reminiscent of, your Survivor and Big Brother and some of those reality shows. It's all well and good that perhaps WWE would put the bells and whistles on the video packages, but then it pretty much just cuts to what a regular ECW show would be. I'd personally like to see more of the kind of tough enough action going on, with maybe more backstage. Remember Hardcore Holly on that?
Yeah, Tough Enough was great. Why they never kept it up is beyond me. I'm sure there was some reasons behind it, but and NXT I think is fun to watch too. A little bit more on the Tough Enough side of it would be pretty cool, but it certainly beats watching ECW without a doubt. I kind of enjoyed NXT this week too, I have to say. Daniel Bryan is very entertaining, I have to say, to watch.
Indeed, and we will, just before we start doing more regards the dirt sheet stories we have for you this week on Wrestledope, just a quick wrap up of NXT. Sort of losing my interest a little bit. I certainly was more interested at the beginning of the program. As it wears on, well, it just isn't convincing me that it's something I'm going to be entertained by. I'm glad to see young stars on TV, that much is certain. Justin Gabriel, he defeated Wade Barrett. Of course, did neglect to mention that Wade Barrett is also involved in the Justin Gabriel Caval storyline on FCW. He ran in last week, but also that storyline sort of, if you like, bleeding over into official WWE TV programming. Justin Gabriel wowed the WWE Universe for the second week in a row, and he earned an impressive victory over fellow rookie Wade Barrett. We had another match there, Heath Slater defeating Carlito, and certainly Carlito, one that has not had much of a feature on any program since his untimely demise of his brotherly tag team, but it looks like Carlito now jobbing to a rookie.
Yeah, poor Carlito, another one lost in the mix, I think, and I have a soft spot for Carlito. I think they had so many opportunities over the last few years to give him that little push, but for some reason, I don't know what it is. Maybe Vince isn't too keen on him. But what's the future for Carlito? God knows. He's been knocked back so many times at this stage, and maybe he's with the whole NXT thing and putting the rookie over. We can say the same about the user who said about Kane putting guys over earlier on. and helping people out, and I'm all for that. But as it regards to the character and his place on